Scorpio, welcome to your mid-monthly August readings. So I'm just going to do some bonus readings this month because first and foremost, I have a microphone now and my sound was a little bit poor in the Scorpio reading first and foremost. So I wanted to make sure that there was a bonus one going out so that at least the ones where the sound wasn't so good, you would get a bit more perspective on the month ahead. I also got gifted some goddess guidance cards, which is really nice. It's always nice to get cards from other people. They say they're the luckiest when they're gifted from other people, and they were gifted from my cousin, who I have not seen in 3 years because she's been living in Australia, which is very far away. So it was a nice surprise to see her, and definitely gave a bit of an energy boost my way, and to get the cards was even better. So I'm just going to do a small reading for you guys. Now, Scorpio, this is quite exciting because there is that beautiful full moon in Pisces. I think it's on the 26th of August, but I could be wrong about that, though. I'm pretty sure it's the 26th, but either way, it's a very exciting full moon. It can be a great moon for releasing. I'm going to do a video on full moons. I've already done one on new moon manifestations, so if you've not seen that, I'll probably link it below. But I'm going to do one on the full moon and how it's all about release, and it's about letting go of things and seeing how far you've come. Chances are, from the last new moon in Pisces, which was on the 17th of March, which is St. Patrick's Day, a lot's going to have changed in your love life, no doubt, since the 17th of March. And I'd say that you'll probably, when you find this full moon, you'll realize how far you've really come in terms of love and your creativity, and some of you might actually be living off your creativity, which is amazing, and others of you may be finding that you have grown significantly in romance, probably more than any other year, because Chiron isn't giving you that disruptive energy that it's done in August. I think a lot of Scorpios will find that their love lives in terms of summer romances really hit the skids around at the end of August before, and it's been tough for Scorpios in romance because of that, but this is going to be a very different full moon. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on for Scorpios in mid-August. Scorpios mid-August. Scorpios mid-August. Oh! Wow. I'm going to take these three. What's underneath? The Ace of Pentacles. Jeepers. Okay, so I'm sort of dealing this. Oh my god, there's two people. This is really funny. Let's see if you can see that here, actually. This is quite funny, Scorpios, because in your August reading in general, there was two kings, and now we have the Death card and two kings. So I'm getting other Scorpios are very significant for you guys, but also all water signs: Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, and then also Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And I'm getting a new beginning in work. Okay, a new beginning in career. This is probably due to the lunar eclipse just passed, or the solar eclipse just passed in your career sector. Also, it's worth noting that Mercury in your career sector goes direct on the 20th. I'm getting a very, very, very big transformation theme here. And it's interesting because I did say to you that since the new moon in Pisces in March, you'll have transformed a lot in your love life. But I'm seeing two people. And this is very transformative. So I'm reading this one of two ways. It'll either be that you're dealing with two love interests, or it'll be that this is you and a fire signs relationship, which I think is transforming. There's a lot of emphasis on the transformation with the Death card. It can be endings, but it's more the past endings. I'm also getting something about resurrection. And when Mercury is retrograding in Leo, which can be representative of this card, people from the past can return. So, oh wow, two kings. I really feel like some of you are dealing with another Scorpio. And some of you are definitely dealing with a very, very deep transformation of self in that one area at least of your life. And as these are kings, it's an area that you have leadership in. It's an area that you have a lot of passion about. One area is completely transforming under this, and it's transforming for the better. I also think with the Ace of Pentacles, because to me, I know this isn't the Rider-Waite deck, but in the Rider-Waite deck, it's this hand presenting a pentacle, and I always take that kind of as an engagement ring. So some of you may be getting engaged, some of you may be having a brand new job offer, which is completely different from where you are. This is very common for the Scorpios that are letting a job go with the Death card to pursue something new. For a lot of you, this is work. I am going to draw a clarifying card for these two kings. Let's see what we've got. Magician. Okay. Wow. This is very unusual energy. I'm also seeing a Gemini person. So some of you are dealing with a Gemini, but for the most part, you guys have a lot of options, and I don't think you're used to this. You know, sometimes when the full moon is in your sign of romance, you can just be that bit more attractive. You can just be that bit more magnetic where you're pulling everybody in. I'm also getting something about the word crazy, and I don't mean that because, you know, the way full moon, la luna, loon, all that terminology, which is actually quite offensive in the past when you think of it now, but I mean crazy for you. Like somebody is crazy about you, but I'm honestly saying this is two people are crazy about you. You've transformed into the Magician. You've transformed from just being a King of Cups into the Magician. You have so much control and so much power that this is like a real, because underneath here, I forgot to turn that over, we have the Five of Wands, which means somebody's fighting over you. And I just saw strength underneath, so there could be a Leo, but someone's fighting for you. Someone's really, really, really into you. And there's like an obsession. Some of you are, because if two of you are Scorpios, you guys are obsessed with each other. There's an obsessive degree to this. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I do feel like you are really getting their attention. But I almost feel like there's two people going head to head. And this is very, very, very powerful energy coming from you. So it's almost like you have so much control. You may... Well, actually, no, I think you do know what to do with it, because I can see you sitting in the middle and sitting pretty. The Death card is like you have metamorphosed into this Magician character that has control over what they're doing and their direction. I also think with the Magician, it's Mercury going direct in your career sector and you suddenly calling a lot of shots. With Ace of Pentacles underneath, before with the offer, if you're going for a new job, particularly with this solar eclipse that's just passed in your sign, make sure that you are asking for more money than you usually would, because there's something about you this month, Scorpio, like the last part of this month, and this is very, very I think you're almost going to be a bit scared of this when you first, it's like whenever all these things that you wanted to happen have manifested. I sense a little bit, because of the Death card, at least one of these kings, like whether they're a water sign, a fire sign, or a Gemini, at least one of these kings is from the past, and I'm leaning towards saying it's the water sign is from the past, but it could also be the fire sign. The Death card to me is just sort of giving like a resurrection theme after death, because death's looking more like a past energy to me, and it's like you've transformed, but these people are like, you've manifested them. These two kings are two very distinct personalities that you want. But you have a lot of control over this situation and where you're going with your direction this month. I want you to know that you can be ready for this, because when Mars goes direct at the end of the month and Mercury goes direct at the end of the month, all this stuff is going to happen, especially with the full moon in Pisces. All this amazing stuff is going to happen, and it's going to happen all at once, because the retrogrades have been delaying things for everyone, and then boom, like, you're going to have absolutely everything that it is that you wanted. And I do sense that people are either fighting over you, or you are absolutely crushing the competition. So I'm going to draw a beautiful goddess guidance card and see what one we need for Scorpios this month. What messages do we need for Scorpios? What goddess guidance message do we need for Scorpios? Goddess guidance for Scorpios. Goddess guidance for Scorpios. Ooh, Dana, the High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that you can help others through your spiritual teaching. Wow. So this is like the High Priestess. So that is that full moon in Pisces. That's interesting. This is all about your divine knowledge, your spirituality. Some of you are maybe in the practice of clairvoyancy. Some of you are maybe dealing with a Pisces person. This is all about writing, opportunities, being peaceful, being a leader. I'm getting a lot of leadership vibes for you guys this month. Teaching as well. Writing, speaking, and really leading people, expressing your wisdom and everything that you've learned, because the High Priestess and the Magician is all about spreading knowledge. It's all about being aware of self and being aware of others and how you're treating people. It's a really beautiful energy. I see you sitting in a position of control by the end of the month, in a position of power that you've maybe not had before, and I sort of feel like you're feeling very wise, feeling very connected. Let's see what was underneath here. Athena, inner wisdom, and there's that beautiful owl. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So you know what's going on here. Inner wisdom. Owls may be significant as well. You're going to be coming out of this feeling very enlightened, feeling very powerful, and seeing all this growth for you, Scorpio. This is going to be a very interesting end to the month of August, but I do see some of you possibly dealing with two people and having to make a choice. With the Magician here, I do think that the choice is yours. So if you have any fear of competition this month, Scorpio, don't be fearing it, because you are going to be coming out on top. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Scorpio. Let me know, and please let me know if the sound was better in this reading, and I will talk to you in September. Bye, guys.